Gary Cooper died a painful and strange death after accidentally meeting his affair. Gary Cooper was born Frank James Cooper on May 7, 1901, in Helena, Montana, is widely regarded as one of Hollywood's most iconic leading men, whose career spanned over 3 decades. His stoic demeanor, rugged good looks, and ability to portray the archetypal American hero made him a beloved figure in the world of cinema. Raised in Montana, Cooper developed a love for the outdoors and an appreciation for the simple life, which would later resonate with many of his on-screen characters. His upbringing in cowboy culture, combined with his understated acting style, allowed him to connect with audiences as a genuine and relatable figure. Cooper's authenticity and effortless charisma became his trademark, setting him apart in an industry that often favored more exaggerated performances. Cooper's early years were spent on his family's ranch, where he became proficient in horseback riding and ranch work, skills that would later prove invaluable in his Western roles. He attended school in England for a time before returning to the United States, where he eventually moved to California to attend Grinnell College. After suffering a car accident that required rest and recuperation, Cooper discovered an interest in drawing and took up illustration as a potential career path. However, his course changed after meeting people within the film industry, which led him to pursue acting in silent films. By the mid-1920s, Cooper had secured small roles in westerns, often cast as an extra or stunt rider, which allowed him to demonstrate his natural talent for action scenes. His breakthrough came with the silent film The Winning of Barbara Worth, 1926, where his portrayal of a cowboy earned him recognition as a promising new actor. As sound became a part of cinema, Cooper's deep, calm voice and laconic delivery made him even more appealing. His performances in The Virginian, 1929, and Morocco, 1930, solidified his standing as a leading man, and he quickly became known for his portrayals of morally upright, courageous men, often embodying the quintessential American hero. Cooper's roles in westerns such as Cimarron, 1931, and The Plainsman, 1936, showcased his natural abilities, but it was his work in a variety of genres that truly defined his versatility. From dramas to romantic comedies, he proved adept at handling a wide range of characters, earning the admiration of both audiences and critics. One of Cooper's most defining performances came in the 1941 film Sergeant York, a role for which he won his first Academy Award for Best Actor. Playing the real-life World War I hero Alvin York, Cooper's portrayal of the reluctant warrior who becomes a national hero resonated deeply with American audiences during the early years of World War II. His ability to convey humility, honor, and determination made him a natural fit for the role, and it became one of his most iconic characters. Following this success, Cooper starred in a string of critically acclaimed films, including The Pride of the Yankees, 1942, in which he portrayed baseball legend Lou Gehrig. His emotional performance in the film's famous, Luckiest Man, speech cemented his reputation as an actor capable of great depth and sensitivity. The pinnacle of Cooper's career came with High Noon, 1952, in which he played the aging Marshal Will Kane, facing a life-or-death confrontation with a gang of outlaws. The film is considered a masterpiece of the Western genre, and Cooper's portrayal of a man abandoned by his town but standing firm in his principles earned him his second Academy Award. The film's allegorical themes, which mirrored the political climate of McCarthyism at the time, added to its cultural significance. Cooper's nuanced performance, filled with tension and vulnerability, was widely praised, further solidifying his legacy as one of cinema's greatest actors. Throughout his career, Gary Cooper was admired not only for his acting but also for his off-screen persona. He was known to be humble, generous, and unassuming, qualities that endeared him to colleagues and fans alike. Despite his immense fame, he maintained a sense of privacy and modesty, never succumbing to the excesses of Hollywood life. His friendships with fellow actors such as Ernest Hemingway and John Wayne reflected his deep appreciation for authenticity and adventure, mirroring the qualities of the characters he often portrayed. As his career progressed, Cooper faced health challenges, including hip problems and a battle with prostate cancer. Despite these issues, he continued to work, appearing in films such as Friendly Persuasion, 1956, and Love in the Afternoon, 1957. His final film, The Naked Edge, 1961, was released just before he died in 1961. Even as his health declined, Cooper remained a beloved figure in Hollywood, and his passing was met with an outpouring of tributes from around the world. Gary Cooper, the iconic Hollywood actor known for his stoic performances and distinguished presence, faced a demise that was both tragic and unusual. Cooper, who had lived a life marked by high-profile relationships and celebrated career achievements, ended his life in a manner that was as peculiar as it was sorrowful. The details surrounding his death reveal a complex interplay of personal turmoil and fate. It was not merely a natural end but a culmination of a series of unexpected and painful events. The circumstances of Cooper's final moments were influenced by a series of dramatic events and a significant encounter that played a role in his demise. Gary Cooper's life was marked by many relationships and romantic entanglements, but none more impactful than his affair with Capucine, a French actress who captured his heart in a way that few others could. Capucine, known for her elegance and allure, was a major influence in Cooper's life, and their relationship was a source of both intense passion and profound heartbreak. He fell in love with Capucine and she left him devastated. Gary Cooper's love for Capucine was one of the most intense and emotionally charged relationships of his life. Their romance, which began with the excitement and allure of new love, quickly deepened into something more profound. Cooper, who was known for his reserved and stoic demeanor, found himself overwhelmed by the strength of his feelings for Capucine. She represented an ideal of love and companionship that Cooper had longed for, and their time together was marked by moments of great joy and intimacy. However, as often happens in such intense relationships, the fairy tale did not last. Capucine, whose own personal and professional struggles were as complex as Cooper's, ultimately decided to end their affair. This decision left Cooper deeply devastated, emotionally shattered by the loss of a love he had held so dear. The end of their relationship was not just a personal setback but a significant emotional blow that affected Cooper's outlook on life and his sense of self. The impact of this breakup was profound, leaving Cooper to grapple with feelings of loneliness and despair. His once unshakable composure seemed to falter in the wake of Capucine's departure. The public and media were largely unaware of the depth of Cooper's pain, as he maintained a facade of resilience and strength, but internally he was struggling with the weight of his heartbreak. As he navigated the aftermath of this relationship, the emotional and psychological toll began to manifest in various ways, influencing both his personal life and his public persona. Cooper's final years were marked by a sense of melancholy and a series of personal challenges that seemed to be directly related to the unresolved grief from his lost love. Gary Cooper turned to alcohol to relieve stress, as well as smoking more cigarettes during this period. In addition to the emotional toll of his scandals, Cooper's physical health began to fail. A lifelong smoker, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 1960. And the disease eventually metastasized to his bones and lungs. As his health deteriorated, Cooper's ability to work was severely compromised, and by the early 1960s, he was largely absent from the public eye. Gary Cooper passed away on May 13, 1961, at the age of 60. In the final years of his life, he had made attempts to reconcile with his wife, Rocky, and sought to make peace with the consequences of his actions. However, the damage to both his personal life and career had already been done. While Cooper remains a legendary figure in Hollywood history, his legacy is forever tinged with the tragic personal secrets that contributed to his downfall.